Good night, my YouTube followers. Good night to my subscribers. It's a pleasure coming over here, saying thank you to you guys who subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for those who like. Thank you very much for those who comment on my video. If you guys noticed, the last video that I uploaded, YouTube turned off the comments from under that video. That is the video that I am having fun with my children outside, making them wash in the bath pan. Now, let me just address this. My disclaimer is I am not angry. I'm definitely not angry. YouTube turned off all these comments because YouTube saw what was coming. Now it is being shared in another group where the comments are coming in. I've gotten a whole lot of positive comments, but in between there are negative comments too. I've seen where one person said, "Oh, you better so soon she's gonna take away all the cell phones and electronics from the kids too." Another person said it wasn't necessary to teach these kids to wash in a bath pan because washing machine exists. Yeah. And another person said I should go teach my children how to use computer and stuff like that. Now, let me reintroduce myself to you guys. My name is Samantha. Me and my twins, my only twins, which is a little girl and a little boy in the video, we are living in the Netherlands. That's where we are living, in the Netherlands. The Netherlands is a third world. The Netherlands. Let me say it like this. No, I'm not supposed to say third world. Excuse me. Let me say it like Jamaicans say it. The Netherlands is big yard. Yeah? And for those who are going to do the nit and pick and say, "Oh, she said Netherlands a third world country," your business. That's another controversy. More comments under there. Netherlands a big yard. Netherlands have wash machine. Netherlands have everything. We have seasons here. We have winter, we have summer, we have spring, and it's mostly cold here. Yeah, we have all different sort of weathers. So for one to come out and said it wasn't necessary for me to teach my pitney them for washing a bath pan and hang up put on the line, that's the heights of stupidity. Because how can you live in a cold country and you're gonna think that you have to think about it like this. You have to put on one t-shirt, one undershirt under the t-shirt. Over the t-shirt, you have to put on a sweater, and then you have to put on your coat over that to be warm. And you have to wear gloves. You have to wear thick socks. You have to wear a legging under your jeans. That's how cold this country is. So when you saw me and my kids outside, I was just having fun with my kids. I'm a mother that connects with my children so much. And let me just touch the point real quick and don't let this video be too long. You know what happened to you Jamaicans? Most of you Jamaicans, you guys need to be more open-minded. Most of you, when you comment stuff online, you act so illiterate, like you want to go back to a Jamal class, because you know, just lock up in a one little community where you guys don't get no exposure. You sit down and chat people all day. You know people business. You just one big bungle like a crab in a barrel. And this is what I hate about my fellow Jamaicans. You guys are always ready to drag down your own Jamaican. A Jamaican lady that have a twin that is born in the Netherlands, why is she not allowed to teach her children about the culture, and you Jamaicans would big her up and accept that? Now, if it was a culture vulture now, like one of them culture vulture, them big shots from America where come pick up a reggae song them and start sing them and go, and you just see everybody under them poster big them up. Yes, yes. If Nicki Minaj come on the internet and cuss on BBC clots, the whole on up bigger up and all of them something there. You understand what I'm trying to say? But when your fellow Jamaicans have two half Jamaican children and they're teaching them the heritage, that's the roots where their mom come from, then that person will be prosecuted. It's not allowed. You notice how we are not helping each other to grow as Jamaicans? The last time I was online and I was reading about some celebrities from America that have Jamaican parents or half Jamaican. One of them is Tiger, Kerry Washington, Alicia Keys, and people like those. And every vlogger and their mama pick that up and spread it worldwide on their channel, big brawling thumbnail for everybody to see. But when I have two little children that was born from me, the Jamaican side, I'm not allowed to teach them their roots or their heritage or where they come from. You understand? They come from me. So a part of where they come from is Jamaica. A part of their heritage is Jamaica. A part of their culture is Jamaica too. You understand? So they must learn it. They must learn their roots of where they come from. And for the person that commented that I should have got teach me pitney them off use computer and stuff. Let me tell you something, parents, especially Jamaicans that have children abroad. Our culture is no shame. Our culture is absolutely no shame. If you go to Belgium, you will see they have the Bomboclat Festival. That's how they call it. Here in the Netherlands that I live, they have their own Reggae Sunfest, and they don't recruit their own fellow artists. What they do is they send a Jamaica for Jacure, for Sizzla, for Buju Banton, Queen Ifrique, and the rest of them. If you go to certain places, you will see, especially tourist islands, other small islands, even Big Yard, you will find they have something like our craft market. And when you go in there, if you don't, let me tell you this, you will find 100 Bob Marley shirt, a shirt with Bob Marley face and dots. You will find 100 black, green, and gold stuff down there. And from down a yard in that particular place, which is not their culture. Our own patois is what Bob Marley sang and placed us on the map. Usain Bolt, what does he speak? Which culture does Usain? Look at Usain Bolt. In party, I don't know if he still do it now. In party like an animal, and he was an international superstar. Yeah, which culture does Usain Bolt share with the world? I was watching a commercial just the other day. You know who Missy them put on the car commercial? Usain Bolt. Just the other day, this Dutch football team, they link up with Bob Marley's son. You understand? And the song in the background is Two Little Birds. Yeah, if you look on their jersey and something, you will see the two little birds pandey, because they linked up with Bob Marley's children, because they find our culture a very important culture that is on top of the world. Jamaicans are strong people, but we just can't accept ourselves and our fellow Jamaicans. And for those who have the mentality of, I do have a child or I do have children abroad and they're Americans or they were born in England or they were born in the Netherlands, and guess what? I have to teach them the foreign culture, and they can't speak a word of patois because shut up in your chat too bad. You speak properly. You're very wrong at the end of the day. You're very wrong because you're belittling yourself and you don't even know. That means you're disgusted by yourself because you're disgusted by your culture, and your child come out of you or your children them come out of you, and you're so disgusted by your patois language. You're so disgusted by the fact that you used to go mango bush. You're so disgusted by the fact that you used to wash up in a bath pan and eat out a tin. We have to remember our humble beginnings, where we are coming from. And that's how I'm bringing up my kids. I'm making them know the humble beginnings where their mom came from. I want to make them know how much privilege they have in their lives. Because when I was small like them, me did I wash up in a bath pan. And the same bath pan when me wash up in and the same bath pan scrub out my clothes, then put on the line with my hands. So what if I share my culture with my children? So what if I teach my children to speak patois? My children, them talk patois, them understand patois, they speak English and they speak Dutch. My children love my Jamaican culture. My husband love my Jamaican culture. My husband was in Jamaica 4 times. And when he came there, he didn't rent a car. He said he didn't eat from a restaurant. My husband ate street side food. Him got the jerk pan, him eat the jerk pot, the jerk chicken, the fried breadfruit, all of the roast breadfruit, all them something them. He carry him grandmothers, him say him no want them food. He took up bus, he said, Samantha, I want to see how you live. You know how much people are craving for our culture? You know how much people are so excited about our culture? I am not the type of person that think that if you have a child or if you have children that was born abroad, you pick them off is speaky spokey and they have to extra nice, and even if they have to contact families back in Jamaica, they can't even understand what their family members are saying, and they can't even speak their mother's language. And if you stand up in front of them, pick them and say destroy them or kill them, they don't understand what's going on. Well, my children are not like that. My children are very humble, as much as their mother is humble, as much as their father is humble. And I think that I must not rob my children of their Jamaican heritage. They deserve to know it. They deserve to be exposed to it, and they deserve to practice it. Because they came from me, a Jamaican woman. And I am not disgusted by my culture. I see nothing wrong with the way I speak. I see nothing wrong with splashing up in a bath pan. And so, let me just address this person that left the comment talking about I am supposed to go teach my children about computers and stuff like that. Parents, start bonding with your children. If I bond with my kids by teaching them my culture on a sunny day when we are thank God for the sun, because normally we don't get that. If I'm doing that for fun and uploading that on my YouTube, that's bonding with my kids. You could see the joy and happiness in my children's face. They were loving it. I don't know, see me picking them a cry tears and I beg me, mommy, stop. Plenty of you all need to stop advising parents like me who is bonding with their kids to go put me pitney them behind computer. Plenty of you guys are bringing up some robot pitney. Some robotic kids. Their minds are already robots. If the electricity is gone, if the internet is down, if the smartphone drop in a water, let's say the tablet drop and crack, then the child's life is miserable. That poor kid can't go on without electronics. That poor kid can't go on without the computer. The poor pitney can't go on without the tablet. The poor pitney, my children, they do it the old time way. They join the library and they still read books. My children, They know when to put on the iPad there, left the computer there, come, move in front of the TV. Is mommy and son time, is daughter and son time, and mommy and picnic time. It's family time. We're going outside, we're going to kick football, we're going to play Chinese skip, we're going to run around and play stocky, we're going to play marble, we're going to play limbo. You name it. That's bonding with your family. That's bonding with your family. Enough of us have some children that is like empty-headed because they don't know about the world. They don't know nothing about the outside world. I will never carry one of my child, and teach them how to use a computer. It's okay, they're 8 years old. They're not ready for that yet. I'm not growing up no robots. I'm growing up humans. And that's what plenty of us don't know. That we are brought up some robot pitney. If you're supposed to choose your culture and placing your pitney behind a device, an electronic device, which one would you do? I know plenty of you would pick the electronic device. But you see my pitney them? They're very updated. There's nothing in this world that my children are short of. They have a washing machine. They have a dryer. They have plenty clothes. Their father is an engineer. I have my diploma. I do nursing. So there's nothing my children are short of. They live in a nice house. They have their own room. Everything that I did not have when I was their age. But that does not mean that my children are not supposed to learn how to be humble. That does not mean that I'm supposed to be ashamed of my humble upbringing. That doesn't mean that I'm not supposed to show my children where I'm coming from till God has brought me here where I am today. That no means I'm not show me pitney them say listen, so me used to wash in a bath pan until God give me wash machine. If I could have carry me pitney them got mango bush, me that carry them too. I don't see nothing at all wrong with my culture. I don't see nothing at all so embarrassing about my culture, because I'm not going to sit around and be ashamed and fall up in myself and I embrace foreign people culture and family there. I may refuse mines and I embrace foreign culture. I'm going to embrace both of them. And I'm a Jamaican and I will forever be a Jamaican. I'm not one of them foreigner who come a foreign come speak spokey and teeth between tongue and something. Plenty of you still living in the days of slavery, uno mentally slaved. And people like uno wonder why uno gain emancipation from England. Because uno did still want to be under the slave master's hands. Because nothing uno own patwa, uno can't talk. Not even own patwa, uno can't expose no pitney them to because they chat bad. The kids can't see how people splash up in a bath pan because lad, there's more to our culture than splashing up in a bath pan. Well, that's where I started. Me start with splashing up in a bath pan and there are plenty more to come. And I love you guys that you comment. Thank you very much for viewing and commenting, because when you view, you can't take back your comment, you can delete it. But you see, when you view, YouTube count that, and I'm climbing. And I would advise all you parents that is growing up some robotic pitney, you see, some pitney what is definitely robot, want to know nothing about the outside world. Some pitney want to know bandwidth. Some pitney want to know say mommy can play. Some pitney want to know say mommy can run behind them. Some pitney want to know say mommy can kick football too. And all of them something there. Some pitney want to sit down. And when the pitney them, they're behind them smartphone or they're behind them whatever devices. You sit down in a earphone too. And the whole family is like this. Pitney they on their phone, mama they on their phone, papa they on their phone, and this is how the family is growing up. And day by day by day by day, every day is another day. And when yesterday is gone, you can't take back the hands of time. You're not spending any time with your children, and you think you're doing the best by leaving your children behind a computer or behind a smartphone or whatever device. And as long as internet is available, now you're doing a great job. And when you check out mommy or you check out daddy, them they behind for them smartphone too. And that's how family bond. Well, in my house, me not on my clock. In my house, them there's something that no happen. Neither with me nor my husband. I believe in family. I believe that you're supposed to value your family. And whichever way you choose to bond with your family, thumbs up. If it's teaching them your culture, thumbs up. But sitting behind a computer or a smartphone or a tablet, are you over there, so daddy over there, so Pitney over there, so that's no bonding. That's separation. So the person who left that comment, they can eat it. They can swallow it up because I don't want it. I don't separate and divide my family. I bond with my family. One day tomorrow is not going to be mine anymore. I want to leave a great footprint in my children's life. I want my children to remember how mommy used to love me. I want my children to remember how mommy used to play with me. I want my children to have stories to tell my grandkids, how mommy teach me how to wash up in a bath pan and all of them something. It's not obligated. It's not stuff that they do every day, but they find it funny. And other people out there that is conscious finds it funny too. And there will be many more coming. I'll be putting up many more. So there will be many more comments. And the only thing I'm closing this video to say, listen, whenever YouTube turn on the comment section, y'all can comment anything you want. But be careful, because children is in my video. And YouTube policy is very strict. They will block you and ban you from YouTube. So watch yourself, because you ain't hurting me, because YouTube gonna delete it. Because I set up my whole YouTube channel that whichever comment come under Femi Pitney them, it'll go to YouTube and it'll go turn there for 30 days. And if YouTube find that it is not supposed to be under me Pitney them post, YouTube will go dash away and deal with you. YouTube is so upgraded these days. You understand? So you can comment but deal with it in the decent way. And thank you very much for viewing. Thank you very much. And I love trolls. I want you to troll me. I love trolls. So troll me and let me get more views. Because YouTube count the views them, and I climb same way. You understand? But you can't say me never did warn you about the comment. This time YouTube turn off the comment section. And YouTube not gonna do that forever. But the next time, YouTube are gonna dash someone in a jail forever. Thank you.